ZTE is one of those major Chinese manufacturers which is widely known for its devices not only in China but also internationally. What is more, their Nubia sub-brand is known for offering high-quality devices for a low price. This time around, we have a just announced Nubia Z9 Mini. Is it good, bad, or the ugly? This is Linus from Gizmo China and I'm happy to share my thoughts with you. As it has become usual in the videos I make, I repack all the items to show you guys all the contents that come in the box. The packaging looks and feels quite premium, but let's take a look what we have inside. The first thing that pops out is the device. Our review unit comes in a black color, but there is also a white version. I will get back to the device a bit later. If you take the top off, you will find a drawer embedded on its side. That is kind of innovative placement and I haven't even noticed it at first. It turns out that there is the place where the envelope containing the SIM ejector tool and some instruction manuals are. The included paperwork is in Chinese, so you don't need to worry about it. Well, this may change if the ZTE releases international version of this device. Other contents include a nice flat micro USB charging syncing cable. It spots the design similar to what we have already seen from the OnePlus. Anyway, it definitely looks and feels great and stands out from the crowd of usual cables that come out of the box. Moreover, there is the US charging brick, which can be used anywhere in the world with the help of the adapter. Finally, here's the device, which has a beautiful 5-inch 1080p display. Under the hood, it sports a Snapdragon 615 64-bit chip along with 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of expandable storage. Stay tuned to see how it performs in real life. Let's start by taking a closer look at the front top. Here you can find an earpiece, proximity sensor, and the 8MP f2.4 aperture snapper. On the bottom, there are typical Nubia-style capacitive keys. The home button at the middle has a signature Nubia pulsing effect once you press it. On the left and right, there are backlit menu and back keys which, same as the home key, have a great response. The backplate is made out of plastic but feels like a quality glass. It is glossy and thus attracts fingerprints, smudges and dust easily, but this is common to all glossy surfaces. On the top left corner there is a 16MP Sony-made sensor with a single LED flash. I can say it is very good, but how good? Make sure to watch the video till the end to find out. The backplate can be very easily removed. Under the hood, you will find a micro SD card slot up to 128 gigs. The battery, however, is not removable. What I like about the backplate is that it is so easy to remove it, but once you put it back, it stays firm. Also, there will be more interesting cover choices like wood coming soon. The device sports an alloy frame which, however, has a plastic feeling coating on top of it. Not sure why Nubia made that, but most of the people would say it feels like plastic. On the other hand, it definitely feels sturdy and well made. On the right, there is a volume rocker and power on and off switch. Buttons are made out of metal and have a great tactile response. On the left, you'll find a dual nano SIM card slot which can be opened with a supply tool. Since the manufacturer decided to implement nano SIM card standard to be in the same league with the iPhone, you may need to cut your SIM if you are not using the nano-sized card yet. The device supports 2G, 3G, and 4G LTE bands on both slots. On the bottom, you can find a speaker grill, mic, and the micro USB charging port. On the top of the device, there is a secondary mic along with the headset jack. Overall, the Nubia Z9 Mini has a great design and solid build quality. Also, it is really compact and feels a lot less bulky in the hand than, for example, the Vivo X-Shot I own. The device spots a Nubia UI 2.8 on top of Android 5.0.2 out of the box. It is really snappy and performs really well. The device does not have Google services pre-installed, so you would need to sideload it yourself as there is already an easy way to root it. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that you can just ask a reseller to root and install Google services, so you won't need to waste your time. The Nubia UI offers a lot of functionality, but keep in mind that some of the translations may sound weird, but they still are understandable. Well, this is a Chinese ROM after all, and I'm pretty sure that there would be a different situation if Nubia releases an international ROM for this device. As usual to Chinese devices, they offer a lot of customization options, and Nubia Z9 Mini is no exception here. You can choose from tons of themes, wallpapers, and do other tricks to make the device look the way you want. Moreover, you will find all the basic apps you would expect out of the box. For a more in-depth look, check out a written review on gizmochina.com. As far as gaming goes, the device can handle it without a sweat. Even the more graphically intensive games run great, and I didn't notice any lags. The music app looks nice and offers some sound tweaking functionality. It is not laggy, but however, it is not as responsive as, for example, Power Amp player I am currently using on my smartphone. The speaker quality is above average. It can play quite loud, but the sound is not that rich as on some other flagship devices. Also, you can easily cover the mono speaker and can barely hear a sound. The Gallery app is simple and easy to use. It is responsive, but it takes just a tad more time to load up the pictures from the micro SD card. It is due to the large picture size of 16 megapixels the camera is capable of. The video player can play 1080p videos easily, and there is no lag whatsoever if you scroll the video back and forth. And this is my favorite part, the camera. The device spots a 16 megapixels Sony sensor with f2.0 aperture. The camera interface is full of features yet easy to use. Each of the features you select seems to be working fast. You can shoot in either auto mode or go pro and adjust a lot of settings if you wish so. It may be nice to play with, but I found an auto mode to be fantastic. The autofocus speed is just blazing fast. Seriously, it may be faster than the Vivo X-Shot and be on par with other respectable flagships like the iPhone 6 or the Samsung Galaxy S6. The picture quality is actually very good and I'm impressed with it. It captures plenty of detail, pictures look sharp, and the color reproduction is true to life. On the other hand, the auto mode sometimes has some issues with the dynamic range, as all the objects in these pictures doesn't get the same level of exposure. Once you take the device inside the house, the pictures don't look that sharp, but still quite good. The color reproduction looks to be natural as well. The device performs well in the low light, as these pictures were taken in very poorly lit situations. Also, the low aperture number lets you capture the photos very fast. The LED flash is not the brightest I've seen, but it does an okay job illuminating the objects in complete darkness. You can also capture some good-looking night pictures outside. The 8-megapixel selfie camera can capture some really good selfies with lots of detail. The device can shoot maximum resolution of 1080p videos, but it can capture some good-looking footage. The videos come out sharp and smooth, however, the continuous autofocus seems to be struggling a bit. Anyway, I really like what I see here. The 2900 mAh battery is a juicy pack for a device with 5 inches of screen size. In real life, it is fantastic. You can easily go through the day even if you are a heavy user. It will last you 2 or 2.5 days on an average use. I'm really impressed. Overall, for the price of under $300 internationally, the Nubia Z9 Mini can be called a mid-range flagship device. It sports a great design and decent sheet of specs. Also, it sports a beautiful 5-inch display and it makes the whole device compact and easy to manage in one hand. The addition of dual nano SIM cards as well as micro SD card slot is a great thing. Also, the UI is fast and responsive, has lots of customization options, but has some artificial English translations. What is more, I didn't have any issues with performance even when the device had to handle some more intensive tasks. My favorite part of this device is the camera, which has a flagship grade quality. It is not ideal as it sometimes struggles with the dynamic range, but it can be adjusted using a rich Pro mode. You can capture some great looking pictures and the autofocus speed is amazingly fast. The battery life is amazing. As I said, you can be 100% sure that it will get you through the day on a heavy use and will last you up to 2.5 days on average use. On the other hand, the Nubia Z9 Mini does not come with Google services out of the box, at least on the version I have. You would have to ask your reseller to install it or do it yourself, which is actually quite easy, but for now you would need to root the device in order to do that. This is at least on the Chinese ROM. Also, the smartphone comes with some Chinese apps pre-installed which are useless in the West. However, it is easy to remove most of them without even rooting the device. Last thing is that the back cover attracts fingerprints and smudges very easily. I would choose a white version since it would not be that visible. All in all, I would call the Nubia Z9 Mini a mid-range flagship device. Despite a few shortcomings, it looks to be a great offering in the $300 devices category from the respectable smartphone manufacturer. It was Linus and I hope you found this video useful. For a more in-depth review, please check out gizmochina.com. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Charging syncing cable, it spots the design similar to what we have already seen from the OnePlus. Anyway, it definitely looks and feels great and stands out from the crowd of usual cables that come out of the box. Moreover, there is the US charging brick which can be used anywhere in the world with the help of the adapter. Finally, here's the device, which has a beautiful 5-inch 1080p display. Under the hood, it sports a Snapdragon 615 64-bit chip, a Z9 Mini. Is it good, bad, or the ugly? This is Linus from Gizmo China and I'm happy to share my thoughts with you. As it has become usual in the videos I make, I repack all the items to show you guys all the contents that come in the box. The packaging looks and feels quite premium, but let's take a look what we have inside. The first thing that pops out is the device. Our review unit comes in a black color, but there is also a white version. I will get back to the device a bit later. If you take the top off, you will find a drawer embedded on its side. That is kind of innovative placement, and I haven't even noticed it at first. It turns out that there is the place where the envelope containing the SIM ejector tool and some instruction manuals are. The included paperwork is in Chinese, so you don't need to worry about it. Well, this may change if the ZTE releases international version of this device. Other contents include a nice flat micro USB ZTE is one of those major Chinese manufacturers which is widely known for its devices not only in China but also internationally. What is more, their Nubia sub-brand is known for offering high-quality devices for a low price. This time around, we have a just announced Nubia along with 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of expandable storage. Stay tuned to see how it performs in real life. Let's start by taking a closer look at the front top. Here you can find an earpiece, proximity sensor, and the 8 megapixels f2.4 aperture snapper. On the bottom, there are typical Nubia style capacitive keys. The home button at the middle has a signature Nubia pulsing effect once you press it. On the left and right, there are backlit menu and back